Here we are online. Champion. Hello and good evening to live stream on a Friday evening once again. Don't the times fly? We're going to light a candle, and we hope you've got a candle to light with us, as we've got a lovely peaceful prayer. And for everybody who's not logged on, please log on so you can join in the chat with Brother Sean and the rest of us. And it would help if I kept a hold of my box of matches. So we're going to light this candle, silver candle. Did I say who we are? Laura Light and Elaimon Shaman. I should let you blow that one. It's a peaceful prayer, and I don't know who actually created this prayer, because I did get it off the internet, and it hasn't got anybody's name on it, but it's a lovely prayer. Holy Father, Divine Mother, we thank you for the love, the light and the joy you fill us with. We thank you for our abundance, our health, and for the many blessings from your grace. We are grateful for your ever-gentle guiding hand in our lives. Beloved Creator, as we give thanks for our many blessings, we know that many are without a voice, without hope. We ask in this moment that each and every being be blessed with your love and your strength. We ask you, dear one, to fill the belly of the hungry. We ask that you hold the hand of the frightened, comfort those who are grieving, and heal those whose bodies are weakened. Divine Goddess, we ask that all children be given your tender guidance and love and protection. We ask that every family be blessed with patience and compassion. We ask that kindness be given to all of our beloved animals. Great Cosmic Sun, shine upon our Earth Mother. Help her to purify and heal her body with grace and ease. Help all humanity see her gracious and gentle soul, so that we will honour her and choose to live upon her earth in harmony, in peace. Beloved Father, Mother, open our hearts so we may love you even more. Open our eyes so we may see you in everyone we meet. Help us to see your divine beauty. Help us to know your love. Help us to know that we too are love, beauty and joy. Help us to look within so that we may find you there, within our heart. Awaken our creative voices so we may sing our greatest self into being. Bless our thoughts so that we may truly know our divine purity. Show us how to be the light and the joy that is our divine nature, and help us accept that we too are you. I love that.
Yes, indeed.
I hope you've enjoyed as much as I've enjoyed reading it. It is a beautiful, peaceful prayer.
And I was going to have a go at singing the other half of the prayer to the Divine Feminine
lovely.
again. So,
Lovely. Well, I'm just going to sit and listen.
Okay. So, Mama Lalita Devi Twam Brahmani Gayatri Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. Mama Lalita Devi Mata Bhuvanesh Vari Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. Mamba Lalita Devi Twam Raja Rajesh Vari Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Mamba Lalita Devi Bhagavati Paragavi Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Ma Amba Lalita Devi Arapakti Varade Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Ma Amba Lalita Devi Maya Vishvamo Yini Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Ma Amba Lalita Devi Ishvari Narayani Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Ma Amba Lalita Devi Nicha Parameshvari Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Ma Amba Lalita Devi Chakadambe Janani Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Ma Amba Lalita Devi Twampananda Saragari Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Namaste. That was lovely. That was just lovely, just to close your eyes and just go with it, just listen to it. Lovely. And what's the philosophy tonight?
Well,
Well,
I'm going to continue on the theme of habits and also how authentic we are in our day-to-day lives. Because it struck me in a recent conversation that there are some things I would not discuss in front of some people that I would in front of others, and I thought that means I'm not being authentic all the time, and so I'm suppressing or not speaking my truth. How often do we do that in relationships for fear of upsetting the other person? This is one of the major causes of miscommunication in relationships. How often do we listen to what someone has to say and say we understand what they've said when truly we have not understood, but we're afraid to dig deeper in case it leads to a place that might feel uncomfortable for us? We out of our comfort zone kind of thing?
Yep.
because we tend to seek comfort in the familiar and hang on to those things that were right for us at one time, but now are not. I'm thinking, for example, I've got a toaster in my kitchen which I bought quite a long time ago, but all I tend to do is just clean it, keep the dust, keep the dust free. And I bought it when I was buying shop-bought bread, the sliced bread, so I could have toast. But the last time I actually bought shop-bought bread was well over a couple of years ago. And because I make my own bread now, and I tend to make bread buns rather than any sliced bread. So I thought, why do I still have it cluttering up my kitchen?
Yeah, I'll move them.
Cluttering up my worktop. And there are other household items which we tend to accumulate, which might have thought were useful at one time, but no longer has the same usefulness or appropriateness as when we bought them. And I'm looking at my microwave and that cooker now, and I'm thinking, do I really want to continue using this? We can kind of compare this item collection in a way to our ideas about life and to our relationships with our families and friends. Relationships with family members with whom you thought you once had a strong bond can prove to be quite elusive, as either of you has grown away or followed a different path, and so you no longer have anything in common other than being born in the same family. But it's when you continue to think you have commonality that illusion sets in, until crunch time comes to lift that veil of illusion.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we've all gone through that. Yeah.
I'm sure we have, haven't we?
And at this time, in approaching our ascension, there will be shakeouts in many relationships, with many more people discovering that they will no longer tolerate abuse in any form, will no longer stay in a relationship which does not support the emergence of who they truly are. I mean, this can sort of turn up in many different forms, and doesn't have to be, like working relationships or family. It could be just, just people, a relationship with people in general that you normally communicate with. As we stop trying to be someone, to be what somebody else wants us to be, whether it's in close personal relationships or in a job situation or whatever, it's time for us to be authentic with ourselves. Now, for some that can be quite scary, because they've always led their lives under societal norms, did what was expected from family, school, church, the social community they interact with. All of these form their identity. The jobs form the identity, the status. And the key is to ask yourself, if money were no object, what would I be doing with my talents and abilities that would really be fun for me to do? Is there something I've always fancied doing but never got round to doing? If I were to start again in a completely new place, what would my authentic self be? How would I interact with others? What would my relationship with myself be like? While being authentic in our relationships in a most loving way, we cannot be responsible, however, for other people's response to us. How they respond is their responsibility, not ours. The same, of course, applies to us. When others are being authentic, our response to them is our responsibility, not theirs. We can only take action on our own path, and we should not run interference on others, as they need space to develop their own path. And it got me thinking about the idea of sending prayers and healing for or to others. And I thought, well, as we're all sons and daughters of the divine, each of us individually has the capability of calling on God's healing direct when we are good and ready to receive it. if our souls are not yet ready to receive such healing, and our souls wish to experience more of that which is not of healing, i.e. its contrast, no amount of prayers or healing thoughts from others, however well intentioned, will take effect, as during that time of contrast we engage in our soul's growth. Where did we get the idea of sending out prayers for others because we somehow think they're incapable of communicating with God just because they're sick or have a problem, when perhaps this is their downtime, so to speak, to go deeper within and review what has brought them to this place or this condition. Maybe what we need to do is look at what we mean by prayer. Do we say prayers by rote in a regular routine timetable because that's what we've always been taught? Do we try to follow another's path or calling, which is indeed authentic for that person but really not so authentic for us? Are we in effect setting ourselves up to fail? Are we doing what we feel we should do, or are we doing what we really want to do? Are we doing it in a way which is authentic for us? Or have we built a paradigm around us which no longer resonates? It may have been true of us years ago, but is no longer so. These are all deep questions we need to ask ourselves at this time in our spiritual evolution. We can't move forward till we know who we truly are as an individual, because our ascension, which is our ability to raise our vibration and frequency to a higher dimension, is as individual as we are. We are the ones who individually have to work at it, as it won't be done for us. There'll be no kind of rapture where we're all sort of taken up in one of it. So we've got to keep questioning why we do the things we do, and we may get some revealing answers. And I thought maybe if we think of prayer as a one-to-one conversation with Mother, Father, God, our angels, our spirit guides, archangels, ascended masters, or other divine beings, we can have authentic communication which is more meaningful to us on an individual basis, especially if done in a relaxed and probably more receptive manner. And as to routines and timetables, remember there's no time in the higher dimensions because it's all now. So don't worry about having a routine as such because it's all now. And I just thought I'd finish up. I've come across this Lakota prayer.
That was really powerful.
I've come across this Lakota prayer, and it's Wakantanka, great history. Teach me how to trust my heart, my mind, my intuition, my inner knowing, the senses of my body, the blessings of my spirit. Teach me to trust these things so that I may enter my sacred space and love beyond my fear, and thus walk in balance with the passing of each glorious sun. I thought that was lovely.
What a lovely prayer. And I'm sure you'll all agree that was a lovely philosophy and a lovely prayer.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Fantabidosi. And thank you for your lovely comments, because I can see them on the screen tonight for some reason, because normally I can't see them on the screen. I'm usually squinting at the screen. Alright, I would just like to my intuitive voice, and this was a piece of homework I did with Sean, and I feel as though I wish to share it again. And the question was, with entering the castle course, my intuitive voice, what does it feel like And how do I distinguish it from my imagination? And does it speak to me through my biology? Because I think this will touch other people and get you thinking about your imagination to your gut feeling, to your sixth sense.
Mm-hmm. All connected.
It all, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And does it come through my gut, head, neck or back? And where does it come from? And I wrote, yes, my intuition speaks to me through my biology. My thoughts, the feelings I experience, it's a knowing. I see images and words in my mind's eye, and a voice speaks to me. And everybody gets their intuition in different ways, and it's recognising the way what speaks to your heart. And also that knowing and getting out the way of your head, because as soon as your head comes into it, that's when you don't follow, because of fear-based.
Mm-hmm.
Fear can get in the way, or other, like what if this happens, what if that happens, but it's all fear-based, because your intuition and your guidance, what you receive, just go with it. It's like a light bulb moment. And I know and sense if something does not feel right, and as I experience a feeling in my gut, it almost feels like a wash cycle on a washing machine, anxiousness, spinning, vroom. And my heart feels sadness and ache, and often wonders why I do not take the time to stop and listen. Whereas intuition is like a flash, an instant light bulb moment, and if you do not act, or I do not act, that moment can be lost in a flash. So I often think I can do that later. It's best to follow guidance right away. As soon as you get that guidance, go with it.
Otherwise you end up kicking yourself in the butt.
Well, you do, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thinking, oh, I should have taken
Yeah.
note of that.
Yeah. And your intuition is from a loving place, and this place is blissfulness. I often have intuitive moments where I'm guided to phone a friend, or maybe I would be thinking of a person and then bump into them, which we all do. We all have that. And I have allowed precious moments to come and go by not always following my intuition. For when the mind kicks in, you have lost that moment, and fear is not far behind, biting you on the bottom. It's like a venomous snake just waiting for that strike. On many occasions when I haven't followed my intuition, through fear, this ignorance has left me feeling low, suppression kicks in, tightness, and you become clammed up, restricted, tied down, and everybody will have their own description. Withering, dying, timid and weak, because you feel as though you've given your power away, which you have. And these feelings I have experienced through not following my intuition. My entire body has felt weakened, useless, agitated, irritable, irrational, annoyance and frustration. And this is when depression kicks in as well, at times, if you allow it to. When you follow your intuition and the guidance what you receive, and you feel empowered, you feel strong, filled with strength and courage, like the lioness or the lion. And mastery is the key to unlocking full potential. And mastering your thoughts equals positive and loving. Mastering actions equal positive and loving. But when we follow it, we're being positive and we're being loving. And your imagination, my imagination, this is how I describe my imagination. My imagination is playfulness, joyfulness and happiness. And when my imagination runs away with me, I can be or do anything I choose, no limitations, and I'm always fun, free as a bird. With your imagination you can dream and add things and moments in as you choose. With intuition it happens without any thought or effort. It's there from out of the blue, and the feelings that come along with it. Either pure love, where you love the world, or a sense of knowing that something is not right. Because you just feel it. Don't you?
Because guess what? Your imagination is that creative part of you. And we're all creators. We're all co-creators with God.
Yep.
So that is a very important part that sometimes is quite underused in some people because they think, oh, we've got to be very logical and very, sensible here and further. Whereas if you let your imagination roam, whoa, who knows what you come up with?
Yeah, exactly. And my grandson, my 8-year-old grandson, took me by surprise yesterday in the car as I was taking him back home from my mum's, and he just came out with I am God.
Wow.
And he said, and I went, yes. And he said, Nana, you are God. And I said, yes. Mummy, you are God. And I said, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, we are all created in God's image. And we hadn't been talking about it or anything. He just came out with it, and he was just so confident, and like, it was sort of like, whoa, this is a message, this.
Yeah,
This is a message.
Yeah.
This was definitely, you could have, I was surprised, very, very surprised. It made my daughter just looked at each of them and thought, wow.
Yes.
That was
very special.
That was a very, that was very special. And I just thought I would share that with you. And I think now it's time for some music, singing.
Yes, can do. Yeah.
Music or singing?
How do you think?
Because I feel like I would talk all night tonight. I'll get me drum on the ready.
Well, I think
Yeah.
with our story of your grandson, I just feel as if love is all around.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Love is all around, it is. I'm loving it. I shall try and sing.
I feel it in my fingers, I feel it in my toes. Love is all around me, and so the feeling grows. It's written on the wind, it's everywhere I go. In every cell, in every atom, and it was ever so. We know we're part of the law of one, with spirit shining just like the sun. With life eternal, there is no end, for on God's love we can depend. I see the way before me, it's full of joy and light. So come on everybody, and sing with all your might. Life is meant to be fun, enjoying all you do. With abundance there for all and not just the chosen few. We know we all love from top to toe, and feeling good is the way to go. One big adventure with great insight, giving our thanks to the world of light. I feel it in my fingers, I feel it in my toes. Love is all around me, and so the feeling grows. 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 One more. And so the feeling grows. That's a grateful acknowledgement for the original songwriter Rev Presley, who was part of the Trogs, and as well as Wet 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 War, so sang the original song. That was my slight amendments to that.
Lovely amendments to that.
Mm-hmm. See,
definitely lovely
all
amendments.
you need is a bit of imagination,
creativity. Yes, creativity and playfulness. Playfulness, yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Lots of playfulness. We're just going on to the next one at the moment. Laura's all organised. I've got my little...
Right. No, this is another one of my creations. Well, amendments to another song. And I've called this, you may recognise the tune. I call this I'd Like to See, right? I'd like to see the whole world live in perfect harmony, with love and peace and joy for all, in grand prosperity. I'd like to see the world for once all standing hand in hand, and hear each echo loud and clear for peace in every land. I'd like to see there's food for all, that's safe and pure and free, and all our insect friends survive, especially the bee. I'd like to smell the air around, so sweet and pure and clean, so all can dance in nature's realm and send out their love beam. I'd like all to live in a home fueled by free energy that also fuels our transport needs in perfect harmony. I'd like for everyone to see their aspects of the one, that's light and love and beams so bright as the eternal sun. I'd like to see the whole world smile, because we're finally free to be the love we truly are in heaven's company.
Do you know what? I really loved singing that.
The original songwriter of the original song was B. Backer, B. Davis or Cook, and I think it was Roger Greenway, and the original song was sung by the New Seekers Chorus.
And now it's sung by Laura Light, Elaimon, Shaman.
And then now it's sung by Laura Light.
See, we're full of playfulness. Well, we're hoping you're having a ball, because we are, aren't we?
Yes. Oh, right.
Shall we do a bit banging? Banging on the drum?
Yes, can do.
Yeah, I don't know how it'll go, but we shall give it a try.
Yes.
So yeah, please dance, clap, jump about, be joyful, joyful, joyful. I'm just moving away from the table. I'm hoping that you can still see us, because I've got visions of us belting the table.
We don't be wrapped down the course, do we, dear?
I'm a little bit close to the table still. Here I go.
enjoyed that.
We enjoyed it. Great stuff. How's about doing a chant?
Right. Let me see.
Keep that body moving. Keep it moving.
How about we circle around?
Oh yeah, we circle
Circle
around. We circle around the boundaries of the earth. We circle around. We circle around the boundaries of the earth. Aya, 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 aya. Wearing my bright pink feathers as I fly the boundaries of the earth. Wearing my bright pink feathers as I fly the boundaries of the earth. Aya, 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 aya. We circle around the boundaries of the earth. We circle around the boundaries of the earth. Aya, 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 aya. Oh, I loved it. I'm loving everything tonight.
How about I was born on the seventh ray, hey, oh, and my path is a rainbow trail, hey ho, from the stars to the earth I came, hey ho, a rainbow warrior. I am a rainbow warrior. I was born on the seventh ray, hey ho, and my path is a rainbow trail, hey ho, from the stars to the earth I came, hey ho, a rainbow warrior. I am a rainbow warrior. I was born on the seventh ray, hey ho, and my path is a rainbow trail, hey ho, from the stars to the earth I came, hey ho, a rainbow warrior. I am a rainbow warrior. I am a rainbow warrior.
I was under a wandering star.
I was born under a wandering star.
And the rest. What was after that?
I was born under a wandering star. Do, do, do. I can't remember that.
Oh, we'll have to dig the lyrics out for next time.
We could do Windaya instead.
Yes.
Windaya ho, Windaya ho, Windaya, Windaya, ho, 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 hey ho, ya, ya, ya. Windaya, Windaya ho, Windaya ho, Windaya, Windaya, ho, 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 hey ho, ya, ya, ya. Windaya, Windaya ho, Windaya ho, Windaya, Windaya, ho, 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 hey ho, ya, ya, ya. You forget to take a breath now and again, don't you?
I do. You know what I'm like. What's a breath?
I'm hearing you because I haven't sung it for.
Oh, let's put the goggle box back on.
I am healing you so that I may heal. You are healing me so that you may heal. We are healing so that we may love. Love heals the world. Love is healing us. I am healing you so that I may heal. You are healing me so that you may heal. We are healing so that we may love. Love heals the world. Love is healing us. Love is healing us. Love is healing us. Love is healing us.
Love has healed me. I am healed. And I am blessed.
We are all healed.
We are all healed. Whew. Well, hopefully you'll take a nice sit down now. You might even be lying down, which is good. So we're going to finish off with a meditation.
Oh,
Do you like a meditation?
Oh, yes, that's my favourite. I'll
So
meditate
we
anytime.
sit nice and comfortable. Make sure you're nice and grounded. And just take a few moments and take a nice deep breath in and breathe out and sigh. Oh. And just feel your body just relax. And again, breathe in. Oh. And just notice how your body automatically relaxes. And breathe in. And just allow your body to breathe in and out rhythmically. Relaxing down into the chair. Relaxing the feet into the ground below. And visualise them beautiful golden roots connecting with our beloved Mother Earth, travelling down into the lovely rich soil. And at the same time, the beautiful white golden light from the heavens above, travelling down through the crown of the head, travelling down through your being, and meeting with that lovely rich earth energy as it comes up through the roots, through the soles of the feet. And relax. This is your time. And this is your journey. Visualize a room up above the crown of the head, about 30 feet above the crown of the head. And you're gently taking yourself out of your body and you're travelling up to the room. It could be a lift, you could be just being transported into this room. It could be any shape, any size. And as you enter this room, you notice that it's filled with the gifts of Mother Nature. Palm trees, plants of every description, every kind of plant, beautiful flowers, sunflowers, geraniums, any flower what you can ever imagine. All the colours of the rainbow. It's filled with beautiful, beautiful incense. The smells, the aromas of the flowers. And just taking the smells, the sight, the colours. It feels so warm. There might be a chair in the room, or maybe even a couch, a therapy bed. You may invite somebody in the room with you. This is your little adventure. You notice many insects on the plants, the buzzing of bees, and you playfully watch them. And you are mesmerised with what you are seeing. Such beautiful gifts from our beloved Mother Earth and our beloved Grandfather Sky. As you look up, you see a beautiful rainbow-filled sky. You feel healing and light coming from this rainbow. Your whole being is lit up with joy, with love, with purity. In this moment, you see yourself smiling as you see the colours of the rainbow in every organ of your body. You feel the warmth and love in your heart. You feel it open up. You may place your hand on your heart. There is only joy in your heart. Joy, joy, and your heart is smiling. And just feel this emotion, this love wash through you. You feel the warmth of the sun in your belly. And you feel your belly smiling. And you feel the joy and love in your belly. You feel joy in your sacral area. And around your pelvis you feel light, healing light. The warmth and glow of our beloved Father, Mother Earth. You are glistening, gleaming, dancing. Every organ, every cell is dancing and smiling. The feeling of love envelopes through you. A tidal wave of love. You feel the colours of the rainbow in your throat area. Beautiful turquoise blue. And you If you have noticed any blockages, be all released. All feeling released and open, expansiveness. And you notice you are smiling. Your throat is smiling at you. Your lungs are smiling at you. Heart is smiling at you. Your kidneys are smiling. Your intestines, every single organ of your body. It's dancing with pure joy. Your skin, the outer surface of your skin is all tingly and warm and filled with colours. Colours of the rainbow. The colours are becoming brighter and brighter. The sounds of the bees on the flowers are becoming louder, more vibrant, more alive. You may get a message. You feel so loved. And if you wish to, you may even hug a tree. Beautiful trees. It's a paradise. Paradise of love. Beautiful coloured birds. Wow. Bathe in this love, just for a few moments. Bathe. It's time for you to leave this place, and you leave exactly the same way as you entered. But before you leave, you give thanks. You may leave offering a piece of your hair. Maybe a hug. Whatever feels right for you. You know that you can enter this place at any time. You gently say your goodbyes and you come back into the room, onto your chair or your bed, back into your being. And the roots gently disconnect from the earth below. Back up through the soles of the feet and the white light back up into the heavens. And you feel at peace. And you all love. Each and every one of us all love. Are we alive?
Yes, right.
And just gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Yeah,
That
just
was okay.
connect back. Feel the chair beneath your bottom. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
That was lovely.
We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as what me and Laura Light have. And we'd just like to say thank you very, very much. And it's been a blessing being here tonight. As always, it is a blessing, isn't it?
Yes.
And your philosophies are a blessing, and your beautiful singing's a blessing to all of us. It brings healing love for each and every one of us. Amen.
Namaste, everyone.
Namaste. Good night. God bless.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.